Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Delle. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're returning back. I'm excited to have you here with me today because we are doing a 4-video series on core wounding. So I'll be actually getting some channel messages, and I have the tarot here if we need it. So we'll just go with how I'm feeling guided throughout the videos. But we're going to be focusing on just getting deeper awareness, insight, information, and understanding from source, from the divine, around 4 core wounds. So the first one is going to be about self-worth, so worthiness, or feelings of worthlessness would be how the wound would show up. So if that's something you're interested in, please do stick around. We are going to just be having an honest conversation, and as always, I'm going to do the channeling through a space of divine love and non-judgment. So I'm hearing already just to ask you guys to please allow yourselves to keep an open mind around this, knowing that this topic or these topics could be a little touchy or sensitive to some areas. So I'm going to do my best to navigate that with communicating the messages, always through divine love, as I said, but it's just as like a foreword to the reading, just to be aware and to understand and have that knowing within ourselves. These topics are a little touchy sometimes, and because it is about wounding, and when we hit a nerve or something might trigger us or something like that, I'm hearing it's just important to set the parameters for yourself, knowing that I am in a safe space, I have myself, I'm here, I'm supporting myself, and I'm there for myself. So if that's something that you want to do, and just pause the video just to ground yourself in that energy of self-support, that would be really helpful, I'm hearing, and conducive to the rest of the video and the reading if you want to do that now. All information about me can be found in the description box. How to book a personal reading and my services are only done through my website, delgoddessintuitive.com or delgoddess.com if you need more support after the reading. And as well as any resources or mentions or things like that that come through the reading or the video, songs I throw onto our Spotify playlist, and all those things can be found in the description box as well. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. For those of you who do that, it's wonderful, wonderful way to support the channel, and I feel so appreciated and supported when you do that. So I just want to take a moment of gratitude and thank you for doing that as well. If you haven't already and you care to, please do consider subscribing. And it's, like I said, it's a wonderful way to support, and having the channel grow and you being a part of it as it's growing means the world to me. So thank you. So without further ado, let's get into the topic of self-worth. It's interesting, Spirit's saying, and actually we're going to just do a quick grounding exercise I'm being guided to do. So if you are able to, just place your feet on the ground. We're just going to breathe in through the nose all the way down and out the bottom of our feet, just really connecting with earth. So if you want to breathe in, it doesn't matter if it's through the nose or the mouth, whatever feels right for you. We will exhale very slowly through the mouth as if you were blowing on like a bowl of hot soup. So just inhale in and exhale out, blowing on soup. And another one, inhale in, really grounding with the earth. And exhale out, blowing on hot soup, nice and slow. Last one, breathing in, connecting with the earth. Exhale out, nice and slow, releasing any tension in the shoulders, blowing on hot soup. A little shake, shimmy at the end there. Okay, I'm feeling even like this. Okay. With self-worth, how it's coming through, just to talk about it, to lead into it being a core wound. Self-worth, I'm hearing, is assigned. So it's to determine the value of something is to assign it a worth, or a worthiness, a level of worthiness. And then it's also in relation to something else. So we're breaking this down just so we can really look at it, so we're not fearful about it. We can actually dissect it and see how this thing works. They're showing me the curtain falling back and revealing the man who is actually the Wizard of Oz. So that's what we're doing here, how we're approaching it. it's coming through too like a diamond. Diamonds became very, very valuable and very worthy, you know, especially with commitment or long-term as far as like an engagement goes, or a wedding or marriage. What made a diamond that valuable is what it symbolized, is what it represented, because I think it's the hardest gemstone, and the way that it's formed is under pressure. So there's something very valuable of that. It's sort of like a symbol of it's withstand the test of time, and it's going to, you know, be around for a long time. So what a wonderful symbol to have when you want to propose to somebody or get married to someone or have an engagement. So it's the way that it's being broken down as a construct is that someone saw value in that and assigned a worth to it. There was a symbolic, you know, a symbolism to that. We took a look at the diamond and said, yeah, this is valuable, and what a better way to represent the love that I feel for somebody else. It's also just beautiful. It shines, it sparkles. It's, you know, nowadays the way that they can cut it, it just looks amazing, and it's stunning when it hits the light. You are the same way. Spirit is saying that. You have no idea how stunning you are when you allow the light to shine through you. Worthiness with a person, it's almost like the same thing. It's have you allowed another or something else, based on your circumstances, your environments, what has happened to you in life, your experiences, have you allowed that to determine your worth based on what happened to you and what was in the hands of somebody else? And then this is where it gets important, and I noticed this is like a theme I think that's going to be here for all of the core wounds that we'll cover in the 4 video series. There's this common theme where it's like, where did you then decide to take that worth or that value of yourself and apply it onto you? I'm hearing because if you were reliant on your own natural sense of worth, of self-worth, you would never rely on another person to put that onto you, even to lift you up or to diminish you in any way, shape, or form, because by your existence alone, you are naturally worthy. So the way it's like you are whole and complete as you start out, even from the beginning of your inception as an energy. So boop, you arrived in whatever form you did. The way that it's coming through is you've probably had multiple incarnations before this one, some not even as a human. It could even be you were just like, you could have been a star, you could have been a star seed, you could have been an energetic form of some sort, but your existence alone that values and equates to worth. So you are worthy, you are here, you belong. It's important to take a look also at the word worth. So I'm being guided to grab the dictionary, hold on. And I'm back with the Webster's Dictionary, a very, very old copy, but nonetheless it serves our purposes. So it says worth, material value, especially as expressed in terms of money, importance, value, merit, etc. The quantity to be had for a given sum, a dollar's worth. Deserving or worthy of, equal in value to, or having wealth amounting to. And then underneath that it says worthless, without worth or merit, useless. So it's interesting because as I was reading that, it was coming through where it's given the nature of our universe, of the universe, and it's abundant by nature. You are the universe. You are literally the universe being expressed through yourself as human form. Does it seem plausible or feasible to you to assign a worth on your own infinite abundant self? You know what I mean? So right there alone, it's like I'm hearing it's been debunked. Where it gets tricky and complicated, and we all know this in some degree, is that the ego will step in and go, I don't know, because this happened, so how could that be that I'm worthy of whatever? Or this relationship I had fell apart, how can I be worthy of love? So worthy comes, it branches out, I'm seeing, but it all has to deal with the label affixed to it. So what are we counting as worthiness? And understanding that every time that we allow ourselves to be affixed with the label of worth-less-ness, we are ignoring our own inherent abundance as part of the universe, as an expression of the universe. So that's profound. I wasn't expecting that today. But it's just, it's coming through so plain and simple. And really, as I'm bringing that message through, maybe you feel it too. It's like it neutralizes. So there is no confusion or conflict or anything around the fact that you are inherently worthy. I'm inherently worthy. We're inherently worthy. Because again, we are expressions of the universe through ourselves, through our form. The universe is abundant. I know I say this a lot on the channel, but if I'm very, very lucky. I live right near the ocean, so I'm there quite a bit. And it just cracked me up because every now and then I call on abundance and things like that. And I laughed the last time I was there because I'm like, I call on abundance all the time, Spirit, and it's like, this is what you bring. It's how the ocean is a perfect example of abundance. All of the sand is a perfect example of abundance. The universe is constantly mirroring and showing you like just how abundant it is, and that exists within you, within yourself. So when I'm seeing just like taking all of the labels off and things like that, why would you even put it in the limiting hands of someone else's perspective when you yourself have the perspective of the universe right within you the whole time? So with a core wound of worthiness, of feeling like you are not worthy of something, it's really to say, in the way that you can heal that is just to take all of those labels off and to whatever has been affixed to you, we remove, because it's not part of you. It doesn't serve your highest and greatest good. And I know easier said than done, but the energy, the way that it is right now, it's communicated as that simple. And as I'm bringing it forward, it's like it's 0 point. It comes back to neutrality, almost like that. So it's really about just maintaining that, because the egoic mind is habitual in nature. So it's going to form habits. It's going to create stories. It's going to latch onto the story that gives it, the most attention, that feeds its fire. And it's important just we don't put our attention or effort or energy into that. There's an old saying, there's 2 wolves within, each of us. One is feeding the soul, one is feeding the ego. So depending what kind of attention we are giving to where, it will grow one or diminish one. So it doesn't mean that we need to completely snuff it or silence it out. It's choosing not to give your attention to it anymore, and it will gradually grow smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. But you're meant to just exude light, especially if you're connecting with this channel I'm hearing. You're meant to show your light. You are a way shower. So holding that frequency of your true vibration, your true being, your true essence, is to exude and to show your light. So I'm getting that there's this calling for you, but I feel like a lot of you have been hesitant to step fully into your role, into those shoes, because of these core wounds. We'll get into the other 3 that I'm going to cover today, but it's just, at least with worthiness goes, I think the reason we're beginning with this, because I'm hearing it's plain and simple. You are worthy inherently by nature, because you are the universe being expressed through your human form, your human self. So I'm actually feeling called to stop the video there, to end the video there. I'm hearing that the transmission, the channeling is complete. So whoever that needed to reach today, I do hope that it helped. This is a video that I hope to do more of, these types of videos where they're more instructional, educational, to help you figure out your way, or to help you guide your way. So if that's something that resonated with you today, or you would like to see more of, do comment below. But I do plan on making more of these. So it's yeah. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the work that I do. And yes, please do comment below. Let me know, is this something that you have dealt with? Is there something that has helped you along your path with this? Have you noticed similarities? Do you observe your own abundance from time to time, all the time? You're working on it. Please do share. I'm curious to learn more. And yeah, until next time, stay well and take care.